Meridian Massage yesterday we did for yourself. That one. And now we're going to learn how to do it for somebody else. Okay. So it's basically the same process, the same movements, but because we can do it both sides at the same time, then it's in some ways it's easier. So, the person being the client stands with their feet about shoulder width apart and with their arms slightly away from the body with the palms towards you. Okay, turn around that way. Okay. So we start off with both hands above the heart thymus area, and we're working just a few inches away from the body. We're not making any contact with any dog. And then up to the front of the shoulders, down the insides of the arms, around the fingers, back up the back of the arms, and back to the front. Then over the head, down the back, down around the toes, and up the midline of the body. Now, depending on how long your arms are and how large the person is you're dealing with, you'll cover more or less of the sides and the back of the body. But that doesn't matter. It's the energy flow and the intention. It's the main thing. So that's the main pattern, and you do it smoothly and evenly. Now, when you've done that 4, 5, 6 times, however many times you want, really, then you do the front and back channels, the central and governing meridians. So go down to the base of the spine area on both sides and just straight up and meet top bottom. Okay.
So the advantage of doing it on somebody else is that, yes, you can do it with just your hands, but you can do it with crystals in your hands, or you can do it with sprays on your hands, essences on your hands, whatever's appropriate. Wands, yeah.
So it's quite useful to use stones that are large enough to hold easily. Yeah. It doesn't matter whether they're big tumbles or natural quartzes. You're just using them as a means to sweep. So it's the same process, it's just that you're holding stones.
It's got a little bit more willy.
Yeah, it tends to be a bit more willy. So you probably need only maybe 3 times. And again, you're probably best off with something like clear quartz or smoky quartz or amethyst, because otherwise you'll be tailoring a little too much.
So if somebody's really out of their tree, something like tourmaline might work very well.
Yeah, tourmaline would be good. Okay. So you do need to have stones that you can hold safely and firmly in your hands, so they don't slip around all over the place. Which is why we suggest stones that are large enough to hold but aren't so heavy that they become awkward for you. Okay.
Are there particular stones that would be good for clearing electromagnetic smog in the aura?
Yeah, lodestone.
Lodestone.
And tourmaline, but
Yeah.
lodestone is sort of like the stone of choice, really.
Lodestone is magnetic iron ore, and you can get them with furry bits on, with the iron filings on, or if you're lucky you can also get it without, which obviously is a little cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
The trouble with the iron filings is that all over the place, but yeah.
You can sometimes get
Shungite would be good
Yeah.
for doing shifting electromagnetic.
The advantage with shungite is it's very light, so you can use quite large pieces. Actually, jet would be quite nice as well,
Yeah.
but not. I mean, more for the grounding, less for specific.
But electromagnetics, you're looking really at lodestone, tourmaline, and shungite. they particularly work on electromagnetic smog. So if you were actually wanting to detach somebody's energy from having been in an seriously electromagnetic situation, then you definitely would use one of those three.
Okay.
And they're really, really good.
So someone that had to work in an office full of computers and came back whacked
Shungite.
every day, you send
Shungite.
them off with a couple
Well,
of
and
crystals
also
and they do
you'd
it
suggest they
themselves.
got themselves a shungite pendant or shungite something to put in their pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's one of the best electromagnetic breakers.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not, because it's not always a good idea to be walking around with a bit of magnetic lodestone in your pocket. But shungite is fine. Yeah. Yeah, so going through somebody's security, with a bit of magnetic something in will set everything up.
Wipe the data on your credit card.
Yeah, exactly. So you're better off with shungite doing that sort of stuff, and it's light. Yeah.
So we could do with a general practice for that.
Yes, I think so. This would be, instead of doing your grounding stuff first thing in the morning, if we could work in pairs.
And you need to move out into the
out
space
in
where
there
there's
and
you can do it without knocking
clobbering somebody.
cups and tables.